What's up, guys? It is Grace Bayuti after night 2 of Emma. Alyssa, your portrayal of Emma's transformation has been fantastic, especially in the moments when she begins to realize the consequences of her actions. What do you think has been the biggest change in Emma's character throughout the show, and how did you approach showing the development in your performance?
I think the biggest change in Emma's character was how much she learned about herself. She starts off just thinking that she knows everything, but she kind of ends knowing that there's still a lot to learn, especially about herself. And I really focused on Emma's relationships with the other characters, and a lot of the other actors really helped me out to motivate those changes and those realizations in Emma.
I love that. That's awesome. Will. Okay, I loved your character so much. Your performance as him was like hilarious and so full of personality, like especially with the Shakespeare language to add to that over-the-top charm. Were there any moments where you had to work extra hard to make his dramatic side feel natural?
I feel like whenever I went into saying things like quotes by Shakespeare, Byron, and Burns, what I really had to look up had to go in and translate everything and figure out what I was saying and add it to the character. And I got to work with my amazing castmates, especially Alyssa, who played Emma, and really bring the character to life.
I love that. I love the one scene with the courtship part. That made me laugh so much. I love that. Livia, oh my gosh. You've done an incredible job managing all the details behind the scenes. I was especially impressed with how smoothly the scene transitions have gone so far. What do you think has been the most difficult part of your role, and what's been the most rewarding moment in seeing everything come together for the final performance?
I think the most difficult part is kind of separating myself from the cast and because they're my friends, but also I have to step up and be the boss of them sometimes. But I don't know, I feel like the most rewarding part was definitely seeing it all come together and see all of them work together as a family and see all the crew be happy about it. Seeing everyone be happy about the show is what makes me happy.
I love that. I can honestly agree. As a crew member, I totally see you. I agree. Abby, your delivery of that monologue where you confront Knightley about Emma's behavior was amazing. Mrs. Weston often offers guidance and support to others, especially when tensions arise. How did you approach portraying her complex character?
It took me a while to see it, but there's a lot of me in Mrs. Weston. I'm a bit of a people pleaser, if you would. So I kind of had to make that part of myself more controlled rather than desperate, I suppose. And it was really helpful because I worked really closely with Alyssa and Cooper, who played Emma and Knightley. My relationship with Cooper is kind of similar to my one on stage, with all the love and respect that I can give to him. But it was, I had to just harness that part of myself and put that out on stage in the rawest form I could.
Me too, girl. I see you. Joey, your performance as Mr. Woodhouse was brilliant. I love the gruel. I'd eat your gruel any day. He was often seen as the center of some of the funniest moments in the show. How did you balance his humorous quirks with the more irritable, exasperating side of his personality?
Yeah, so to channel the character, I kind of was to kind of mix the two different personalities together. I was channeling a lot of my grandfather. Shout out Tom Borkowski, because I love him to death. He really puts the grand in grandpa, but I really had to channel him because I love him to death, and I had to bring out the endearing side of him, but also for the parts about the gruel, I had to channel the part of him that just won't stop talking. So
couldn't have said it better myself. That's all for right now, MSB. Come see Emma next Friday and next Saturday, 7 p.m. and 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. on Saturday. That's all. Let's send it back to the desk.
Let's go.